What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Humble Minds Podcast. We're your hosts, Barmer and AJ. But today, we got a guest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tajuan in the building today.
Got my boy in the building. Definitely, I was the one that told him to come through, so we wanted to,
Yes,
have
sir.
somebody else to get some more conversations going and everything like that. So,
And
just
I
wanted
appreciate that.
100%.
Just tell people about you for the people that don't know you.
Well, I make music. I'm an artist. I produce. I engineer. I do it all for real. But I try to be the one to help everyone else get on to where they want to be at in life.
So, we're going to go back to how you started and everything like that. But let's do a recap. I guess starting from last weekend, right? So, what you guys get into this weekend?
Last weekend, this week, I didn't really do too much. This was like, realistically, I'm glad I didn't do a lot. Because this was like, I was doing stuff back to back throughout the week and then weekends.
Yeah.
It's been like, good to have like, nothing. That's why I'm so
chill
glad.
weekend.
A chill weekend. That's why I'm so glad my photo shoot today got rescheduled to next Sunday.
Dope.
So I'm so glad.
Dope.
Other than that, this whole week, bro, I'm so proud of myself. This whole week, I streamed like every day.
Yo, give it up for that, my
I
dog.
know.
That's what I'm talking about.
So yeah, no, if y'all want to tap in with me on Twitch, I be live like Monday through Thursday on Twitch. So
Tap in with my dog, bro. He be doing like reactions and gameplay, and all that. So I'll be
Facts.
tapping in a little bit on my lunch breaks and
So,
stuff.
I revamped the whole I'm revamping like my whole Twitch. So like at first I was doing like stuff and like throughout any time of the day.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm a morning person.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it in the morning, be done by like 12.
Dope.
So I start at like 8, be done at 12. And like chat GBT is like my best friend. Right
No
now.
facts, bro. I've been on there heavy too, bro.
Like I use Chat GBT to redo everything. So now thanks to Chat GBT, my segment is like it's called Mornings with Cozy.
Oh, dope.
So like we react, like you said, we reacting to stuff, reacting to YouTube, TikTok, like Instagram Reels, all that.
We gotta start doing that on this channel too.
Yeah, we can do all
Yeah.
that. Like
That's
gaming and
fire.
stuff. We can do all that.
Yo, so you hear that? Yo, so before you go to work, before you eat your breakfast, make sure you tap in with my boy in the morning, see what he's up to, and see what we
Like
got
Steve
going on.
Harvey in the morning.
Facts, bro.
Yeah,
That's
facts,
what's up.
facts.
Yo,
That's
real
how it
quick,
be.
I wanted to get into. I didn't even put my hat on.
Yay.
But for continuity, I always gotta put a hat on. But I wanted to talk about something real quick that
I like that, bro.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it, bro.
then.
But a lot of people was asking me like, yo, how do you, when you go pick out a fitted, like, how do you know what size you are and all these different things? So I wanted to just run by it real quick. So for a lot of you guys that don't know, the hats are made either in Bangladesh or in China. So depending on where they're made, they're gonna fit a little bit different.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to give some people that. So if you like, I'm a 5'8", right? But depending on where it's made, I also could wear a 7.5. So, but for my people that if you order online or whatever, thinking that that's your size and it fits a little bit big, just a little tip, man. So if you see inside here, right, you see these little tags.
Yeah.
If it's like a little loose on you, you could get a loose leaf paper, fold it up, and you slip it in here. And if it adjusts
and it'll fit.
it fits just right. So I just want to give you guys a little tip for everybody that's been asking me about the fitteds and everything like that.
That's
So
dope, 'cause
True.
I was never into fitted. I always wore the snapbacks.
snapbacks, yeah.
Yeah.
My boy was heavy on snapbacks for
Yeah, I
a
was
long
having a
time.
snapback.
Because like coming up, I used to always have different hairstyles. So
So like
I
you
had
can
like
adjust it.
braids,
Yeah.
twists,
You always had long hair?
close cut.
Okay.
No, I had a close cut.
Okay.
So it depends on whatever hairstyle I had.
That's what's up. Yo, so let's get back into it. So just kind of going back to how did you get started with music? Let's jump into that.
Ooh. Well, I would say, for real, I started gospel rapping.
Okay.
That was like, well, I made a jerk song before. Like, that was like my first song.
Okay.
But, you know, the skinny jeans, the flannels,
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
So we talking what? 2012, 2013?
No,
Nah, earlier, right?
That's like
2010.
it's like
2010.
our 10th grade year.
Okay.
09, 11,
Been that
somewhere
long
in that
already.
area.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
I was on that hard.
Okay.
Like,
But-
09, 010. Yeah, something like that.
After I found out that I could really rap, and being that I was in church, like that's like my main background, as far as being soulful
Okay.
with my music. You
Dope.
know.
So I was
really-
gonna ask you like, how would you describe your style? But I think you kind of said it right there. You feel like it's like more of a soulful style.
Soulful,
Yeah.
pain, feel good.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or get you through type of music.
I got you.
Yeah, that's what I've been off of since I was 14 years old. I'm about to be 30 now.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's been my main thing. Church is really a big background for me.
So besides church, like, do any of your family members or anything like that, like, are they into music or?
Yeah. Of course. My father he's an R&B singer for real. He had his own group.
Yo, he was singing to the ladies when he was my
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. He had tapes,
Oh man.
cassette.
Back when they had mixtapes, remember?
Yeah. No, for real.
That's what's up, bro.
He was one of them, bro, and that's like one of my true, like, inspirations for real. My dad,
Nah, that's what's up.
Something.
That's what's up. What does he think about your music?
he loved it.
Okay.
He loved it. He was like, I know you be trying to take some of my runs,
Nah,
but at the end of the day, he like, yeah,
that's what's up.
Right, yeah,
speaking
that's
the
what's up.
truth.
Yeah. Yo, so, you know, and I, you know, we haven't talked about this, but, you know, for people trying to get into music and stuff like that, and I'm like a geek when it comes to like the technology part of it and the programs and stuff like that. So I'm gonna ask you, like, what are you using? What software do you use for your recordings and stuff like that?
Pretty much anything for real that I could get my hands on and really learn. But right now it's pretty much Pro Tools and FL Studio.
Okay. So you do the beats on FL and the vocals
Yeah.
on Pro Tools?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what's up. You know, I always be geeking about the programs and stuff
If
like
my
that.
Pro Tools not running right, then I record on FL too.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, man, I've definitely heard it. You know, especially when you guys were doing music together. Man, you guys had some really
Some
good
hits.
songs. Yeah.
This is my guy
Yeah.
right here. That's like one of
I
my
like to talk about
go-tos.
Yo, I told y'all what song I wanted
swear.
for the intro for this joint.
What?
Remember the I'm feeling so icy.
Oh, Lifestyle, Lifestyle.
Yeah,
That was the first song that
Yeah.
was the second song we made.
that was a
together.
hit, bro. I was
That got
like,
G2 on it. Cause,
Yeah.
No, that was the first
that
one.
was the second one. Dark Clouds was the first one. It was just me and you.
Oh,
Second one was
yeah,
Lifestyle.
then you came
G2
to my
came on
crib.
with
Yeah,
Lifestyle,
yeah, you right.
we might have to tag that in the link below so they can check that out. But yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what's up.
Hey, he's an artist.
My dog got it. man.
He got it. He got
I
it
just
for
do
sure.
it. I just do it for fun, man. It's just
A lot of my biggest songs, he's on it.
Yo, so you know, definitely want to let's kind of get back onto some of the stuff that we plan on talking about. So, NBA playoffs are right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sunday. The Knicks just won by 1 against Detroit, bro. And man, that was a tough game because Cade Cunningham, they balling. I mean, they got a lot of vets and stuff, so they balling. So we need one more, man. But next round, I think we would have to play the Celtics. So I don't know if we would get out of the second round.
I hate to be that guy, but I've been low key rooting for Cade.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Cade
no,
nice.
This is before, like, I really don't think Cade get the respect that that's due for him.
He don't.
Like, he's really like
he's
so like
balling.
as a player, I'm rooting for Cade. I hope your Knicks win.
I appreciate that.
But as
bro.
a player, I'm rooting for I'm
Yo,
rooting for Cade.
but you know what? I think this is what he needed because I'm gonna be honest with you. I really wasn't on him until like watching him against my Knicks.
Yeah.
This series, I'm like, yo, the kid, no, he could like he's nice and stuff like that. So And he got a lot of confidence, to be his first time in the playoffs. Like he's got a lot of confidence. So, but that team altogether, I think is a pretty solid team. They got vets, they got young guys, so it's pretty solid. So, yeah, what you guys looking? I know your Lakers.
My Lakers are currently playing right now. So if y'all see me looking at my phone, then that's why. But they are currently up by 4 right now.
What's the series at? 2-1.
2-1 T-Wolves. So if Lakers lose this game, they win in the next 3. If Lakers win this game, they gonna win the next one.
So you think it's going? It's
going 6 or 7.
But Lakers going next round.
Yeah, Lakers going next round.
Because Anthony
There's no way.
Edwards is balling out for sure.
He is.
He
Like,
hooping.
In order for the T-Wolves to make it past the Lakers, me personally saying this, like I think that it's a possibility that they can. And every team has a chance. But it's not even Luka because Luka didn't play good. The other game, LeBron went off.
Yeah.
So like,
but he seen winded.
It was still so close. But the difference in that game was Jaden McDaniels had like 30 points.
Oh yeah,
so like that's like I'm not gonna say it's unusual because I haven't really been watching him. He may have been getting off this season.
That's not unusual.
But he like for him to go get 30 on a night that Luka played only had like 17, 18. I think Austin Reeves had like 20 something. Braun had like 30.
Yeah, so everybody was contributing.
Yeah, so it's like somebody on the T-Wolves had to step up. So if they don't have that on a consistent basis, they don't make it past the Lakers.
No, 100%. So who you guys seeing in the West? Who's gonna be the Western Conference? I'm gonna say it's OKC. Definitely is gonna be in the Western Conference.
Cause that Nuggets and Clippers battle. They battling.
They balling. Yeah.
I don't think the Clippers have enough for everybody.
I agree. I think the Nuggets will get out of it.
Clippers are.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
It's what 2-1.
It's been some
Clippers?
close games.
I mean, no 2-1 Nuggets.
Nuggets, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah, but Kawhi's been balling though.
Yeah, but it's like I feel like every time Kawhi come back, Kawhi gonna get his regardless.
Yeah,
but I do feel like it throw like the team chemistry off a little bit because now they gotta work Kawhi back in because we all know Kawhi takes like long breaks. Like you're not that hurt, bro. You're not that hurt.
Halfway through the season, almost towards playoffs. I get it.
Yeah, you not that hurt.
Yeah,
but he always do that. He'll play, be hurt for a long time.
But he is a key piece to the Clippers, though.
He's hurt for a longer time. Honestly, they key piece right now is Zubac, and I don't care what nobody says.
Nah, he's balling.
Powell, you can't leave Powell.
I mean, Norman Powell can get his.
Yeah,
so I'm talking like they're a piece that's like getting them like over.
That was a difference maker right there.
Like Zubac is like a different. Like Norman Powell, like people just now starting to look at Norman Powell. Norman Powell been like that.
Yeah, I watched him when he was in Toronto, right? He was in Toronto.
Yeah,
he was balling in Toronto.
Did he get that championship with them?
With Kawhi,
sure.
I don't remember.
I'm not sure, but he been.
I know Fred Van Fleet.
Yeah.
They had Van Vliet. I think
Kyle
was there.
I think Danny Green was there too. Was it Danny? Yeah, Danny Green.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't know. That team, that was like an unexpected year.
So we'll see, bro. But I definitely think that the Thunder is gonna be in the Western Conference Finals. Just like the Cavs is gonna be
Thunder versus Lakers.
Yeah, that might be a good match.
I don't think the Cavs make it.
Really?
Nope. I think they're gonna fall short.
Who they playing right now? They playing Bucks right now.
I don't know, but
Cavs playing the Magic.
Yeah, they playing.
Yeah, no,
they
that's
make it past.
sweet.
They make it past the Magic, but I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like if they do make it to the Eastern Conference, I don't think they make it to the championship.
No. I take it back. The Cavs is playing the Heat, and the Celtics playing the Magic.
And
I'm sorry, y'all.
Bucks are playing
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana's up in that, but I think Dame's out too right now. So that's
And the Pacers playing the Bucks.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm sorry, y'all.
Bro, the East is weak.
Oh yeah, it's been weak.
I think, like I said, I think the strongest two teams is definitely
the East been weak.
I think the Cavs are strong. And Boston, of course,
the Cavs and Boston been the only ones.
Yeah. But my Knicks is right there. They was third seed. So
Well, since they got Cat,
yeah. Yo, but when he play aggressive, that's when we got a chance.
Yeah.
When he fall
no,
back,
Cat, no, for real. You right.
yeah. So
When he on that whiny and all that.
yeah. Yo, but keeping it in the
But
sports.
Bronson, he definitely.
Yeah, he's that clutch player of the year. So, but keeping it in sports, we were just watching Shador get drafted by the Browns.
That was politics.
That was crazy, bro. I don't know how you feel about it.
I'll speak on it first. I just think you got the situation where one, you got another Bronny James situation, except for the fact that Shador has put in the work. If you ask me, Shador has put in the work.
That's a good comparison.
But black dad advocating for his kid, been in his kid life. We all know Prime. Prime is like, as people were saying the word, Prime is cocky. I just think he's like super confident.
Yeah.
And he has the accolades to prove it. Shador, I think he's confident, not cocky, but confident in his ability. I think he's confident in his abilities and stuff like that. And I think that rubbed people the wrong way. And I also think that it's just another situation where, like, you're black, you're talented, coming off as cocky, but you're really confident. And people don't like this. People don't like to see that. I think people really don't like to see that in the NFL.
I get that.
I think it's really in the NFL because like not many people. If you notice, more NBA players that speak up.
Yeah.
Speak out more than NFL players.
Yeah.
NFL players, it's like they still got that
old school mentality.
Got that. Like,
yo, you know what did it for me?
They got that shut up and run the ball.
You know what did it for me? When I was watching when New Orleans, they drafted a 26-year-old quarterback out of Louisville. I'm like, yo, so this man could damn near be a vet at this point. You know what I'm saying, in the NFL. So
you said who drafted him?
New Orleans.
Yeah, Saints. Yeah, I seen, bro. Like that was Like, yeah.
And I'm just like, in my mind, it's like it's not 100 and something people that's better than Shador. So and I get everybody trying to make a statement, whatever the case is, but damn, like he went way below like what he should have, to be honest. So I don't know, it's one of those things, but I know he's gonna be balling, bro. He's definitely gonna prove
I'm not trying to be biased or anything like that, but ain't no way that the Cleveland Browns drafted Dylan Gabriel before Shador Sanders. Ain't no way, bro.
I mean, he still went to the Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but ain't no way. Like, yeah, he might seem like a cocky player, but like you said, I say it as confidence.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
I see it as confidence, and some people don't know how to interpret that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you feel me? I just like the fact that he did get drafted.
Yeah,
and his brother, I think went undrafted, but he's going to the Bucks.
He's going to the Bucks. Yeah.
But for sure, like, all the legendary quarterbacks, they wasn't drafted in the top 10, top 15. We all see what Tom Brady done. Shout out to my Patriots, but we all see what Tom Brady done. I don't think Drew Brees went.
No,
it was like
a lot of the key quarterbacks. What is it? Drafted high.
Yeah, and Shador, he got a stamp of approval from the GOAT. So
yeah,
I'm just looking forward to see. Hopefully the Browns they play him a lot.
I think he's gonna earn a spot. I definitely think he's gonna earn a spot.
I think they're gonna start him.
Do they still got?
They got Joe Flacco.
He plays for the Bucks now.
No. Who they had this year? They had somebody. Who was their quarterback this year?
Watson.
Oh, Deshaun Watson went there. Yeah.
But he's been iffy too.
Yeah, I think Shador. I don't think he start the first game.
He might not start the first game. But I say halfway through the season.
I give it like 3 games.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, good. Well, we
definitely got Joe Flacco. He's still got a good arm, but he be committing too many turnovers.
Yeah, so we definitely gonna be tuning in, man. And we hope that Shador is able to prove the people wrong and come out strong. So I'm gonna be definitely rooting for him.
All right,
so.
before we move on, bro, like huge shout out to Shiloh, bro.
Yeah.
Because during that whole
I know he said
he got dropped it, but during that whole process, bro, he ain't like not once make it about him. And he was always there trying to make his brother smile.
Shador,
and it takes a real person to just be there for somebody and not make it about them when they know that the world is like really trying to like them they like.
Yeah.
So shout out to him for sure.
Which is why I thought like he wasn't even like eligible. I'm like, yo, he's probably going back to play. So, but nah, shout out to him, bro.
I feel like both of them would do well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, they both gonna do good.
They get that opportunities. I feel like
so it's gonna be
both
good.
do well.
All right, well, we definitely gonna switch things up. So, got a couple quotes that they kind of caught our attention. So, we're just gonna talk about a couple different things. So, the first one's why are so many people miserable in their 20s? So, I'm gonna let you start with that one, bro. Why you think people are miserable in their 20s?
I think people are just stuck on like repeat. Like they stuck on repeat. Like, and when you're in your 20s, like people don't really look at it like this. Like some people do. Like if I could go back even to when I'm like 18 or something like that, I would literally just like say forget the partying. I'll still go out, have a good time, but I would lock in and focus on my career. Then when I hit my 30s, like I can go just enjoy myself. Yeah, so like I really feel like people just stuck on repeat. Like they doing the same thing. Like a lot of people in their 20s, they doing the same thing constantly. They go out throughout the whole week. They go out, try to find something to get in. Try to find like men. They go out, try to find something to get into. Women, they do the same thing because they trying to act like men now. I think it's like it's no real like love and loyalty when in this day and age when they in their 20s. Like it ain't no 90s R&B love no more and stuff like that. So it's like the toxicity is like at an all-time high. Yeah. And like in like the new generation and stuff like that now. So I just think
it's
that's
a Sunday
why.
you preaching right now.
Yeah. But whoever want to go next.
So I think I kind of agree with you on some of that. I think too a lot of it is obviously I think it's social media ruins it because people in their 20s want to be, doing the vacations, doing the things that people that are established are doing, right? So they feel like they on a time crunch, they on a time clock to have a certain level of success, have a certain level of, whatever it is. So when you start comparing, I think that kind of messes them up and they're like, I should already be there or what do I, so it's like they're chasing something instead of, putting in the work and really building a foundation. So I think really that could be why, a lot of people are miserable at 20 because they don't have it figured out. But quite frankly, like I'm in my 30s and I still don't have it figured out, right? So I'm still trying to find my way and everything like that. But I understand that and I'm okay with that now. Yeah. But I think in your 20s, you feel like you're on a time crunch, right? Like even women, like I think they're on a clock as far as like when they should be married, when they should have kids, when they should, finish their career, whatever the case is. I think so. I mean, for me, I think that's what it is too.
Yeah, I think we kind of like on the same, but it's like kind of different. Like I don't really think they pressed right now.
Really?
I don't think they pressed. I think like you gonna always have that certain amount of people that is.
Yeah.
But I don't think a lot of them pressed and realize like, cause like I get the whole vacation and stuff like that, but I don't think a lot of people in their 20s now is like pressed to have that career.
No, they're not.
I think once they hit, I think from 20 to 24, it's like fine. Then I think 25 is when they kind of like, man, I'm 25. I'm like a little old now. Like, let me lock in a little bit, and then I think from there that's when it.
You could be right. You could be right.
I think we on the same boat, but I just like my mind. Like, from my mindset, I think they like from 20 to 24. It's like they trying to have more fun.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah,
but something that I think you're right. I guess it just depends on
where you come from.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of depends on what your environment is, where you come from.
Yeah.
Too, because I'm gonna tell you, like a lot of people, I remember like we used to be pressed to get out of our parents' house and everything like that. Now
Yeah,
it's like
me.
it's okay to be at home a little bit longer or whatever until you got the stuff figured out. So I don't know. It could be. So we definitely what do you think?
I feel
You in your
the
20s,
same.
right? You like late 20s?
Late 20s.
Yeah. So
I'm
what?
about to be 30
So what you think?
this year. I feel the same way. Like your 20. For me it was like 18 to 24. Once you get out on your own, it's like you just want to have fun. Especially if you around somebody that really want to make sure you prosper in life.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They really strict on you. Want to, you know what I'm saying? See you grow,
Mm.
which is not a bad thing at all. It's just when you get that freedom, once you become an adult, it's like
Yeah.
you want
No.
to do what you want to do.
No, I feel
So
that.
from that time, from 18 to 20, 24,
So
that time space, yeah, I wanted to have fun. But right
Yeah.
now, I'm focusing on my future.
and family and
What
stuff.
I mean? My
Yeah.
family.
So
That's like
Yes.
the main things.
So it might be something we might have to revisit. If you're in your 20s, definitely drop a comment and let us know what you think. Why people are miserable in their 20s. So, good segment. So let's move on. So, space in a relationship is always needed. Talk about
Yeah.
that.
For sure. Like, when I say space in a relationship, I don't mean like, oh, we gotta just go all way for a certain amount. Like, no, like to me, like space in a relationship, like space in my relationship to me is like, my wife, like she be in the living room watching her TV shows or whatever like that, or doing whatever. I'll be in my back room. I be playing the game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, it could be hours, 2 hours. I mean, I'm gonna always walk through the house, or we gonna always talk or whatever like that. But like, I think being up under somebody for like hours on end every day or whatever like that, I feel like that gonna really like make the relationship get old quicker.
Yeah.
Now of course, once you're years in it, then it's like we know each other. Like, I know you from head to toe. You know me from head to toe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's okay to go do your own thing sometimes. You don't got to do every single thing together. I think when people just spend so much time together, that in my mind, if you spend so much time together, you're gonna start not like regretting it, but more so like wanting to get away a little bit.
Yeah. No, that's
So like that's why I say like space in a relationship is like is essential.
solid. No, I agree with you. I think definitely it's important because like you said, just to kind of piggyback over what you were saying, if you spend too much time together, then you start losing yourself, right? And you start losing like who you are as a person, the things you like to do. And I think it's healthy for for both sides to continue to do what they like to do, and everything like that. So no, I agree. You definitely got to have your space. You definitely got to keep doing the hobbies that you're into, whatever. But let me ask you this question though. So you and Tierra, you guys been locked in for a long time. Me and Kelly been locked in. You and your lady been locked in, right? How did the relationship change once kids came?
For me, nothing changed.
Okay.
Like, and that always be like my main focus. Like, no matter what milestone we hit or what happens, like nothing should change. Like when we got married, we agreed like nothing should change.
Yeah.
Like of course, I do more of the little stuff or whatever like that just to make her happy and stuff like that because she's my wife and stuff like that. But realistically, like nothing should change. Like when you got with somebody and y'all built over the years, and then like let's say y'all already built y'all a little bit, y'all have a kid. The goal is to remember that y'all are still in a relationship. So like you still remember that you're in a relationship. Yes, you're gonna have to put the kid first, but don't forget about your relationship.
So I think that's the problem with a lot of relationships now is that it especially nowadays, right? Because remember what we talked about in the past, we always want to be better than our parents, do a better job, whatever the case is. But I think a lot of the times, we lose ourselves in that too, trying to be too good of a parent or trying to do too much that it becomes all about the kid. And then, because I'm gonna say for us with cows, it did change the relationship. Not a bunch, but some, because now it's like now it's almost revolved around, hey, let's do things based around what kind of experience she's gonna get or whatever the case is. So in that regard, it's changed. So it's kind of limited us on what we like to do, which we're kind of getting back to now. But I definitely will say that it changed our relationship a little bit. What about you?
True.
For me, I agree with everything y'all saying, but for me, I wasn't used to that. Like, I wasn't used to having all the different girls and all the different relationships and things like that. It's like, for real, the relationship I'm in right now is probably like the most serious relationship.
How long y'all been together?
10 years.
Nah, 10 years is a long time. So do you think the having space in between the relationship is always important too, or is it?
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
sure. I like to let Kara breathe, like
Yeah.
get her a chance to breathe and let me get my chance to breathe. I ain't gotta do nothing started, just me having time to play the game with the fellas.
Yeah.
Um,
So how do you balance
just
it? 'Cause
ride
you
out
got-
by myself.
Okay.
Anything. I just need some type of personal space.
What's the balance though? Because you got two, right?
Yeah.
So what's the balance like? Like what does that look like for you on a regular basis?
like balancing that out? Well, I'm a family guy for real. I became a family guy. It's like I don't really care about going out or doing a whole lot of things. As long as I'm doing it with my family.
Mm-hmm. See,
like,
so
I'm
that's
good.
where I fell into too. So that I don't care. I didn't care where I was as long as I was with my family.
Yeah.
So, but that's where I like Kelly and I was like, yo, we need to really start prioritizing some
Yeah,
of the
I feel
things
like
that
that's
we
where
do.
It's not a problem for me. For real. It's just she know when I need to get some time.
No, I get that.
Like today.
I feel like you lose yourself when
Yeah.
You can.
Like me, like no, cause I get what y'all saying. Like I do, like when I go out, I do a lot of stuff with Tierra, with Amelia,
Yeah.
with Mo. I do a lot of stuff with the family and stuff like that. With my mom and them too. Like when we go on vacation, like it's the family thing. But I do feel like you lose yourself. Like if you do everything together all the time, you lose yourself.
Yeah,
Like me,
100%.
I could not talk to Tierra for like. We can be in the same house and we will not talk. I'm not gonna say it like that. We can be in the same house and she'll be in the living. Like I said, she'll be in the living room. I'll be in my game room, and we won't talk for like 2-3 hours.
Right.
But she know I'm back there on the game with my guys, or either I'm streaming or watching YouTube or something like that. But that's like my space.
Okay.
Like that's like my me time, like my unwind time.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? So I get what y'all saying though. Like, cause when I go out, cause when I go out, I still do stuff with the fam and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, but like I tell her, like my like that game time is like how I like
Or if I'm recording
relieve
music.
stress.
No, no doubt.
Or when I'm recording music, that's like my.
That's your you time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like even today, like I went and met up with some of my boys, but like I guess it almost didn't feel right, because it's like, yo, I'm out here and they at home, but then I got this like, man, we had a great time. They went to go do their thing and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, we definitely need to make sure that we balance it and make sure everybody gets their space. So, super solid, cool. Any other points you want to add on that?
Nah, I'm good.
Cool. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so, this is a good one. So I saw a quote that said, "I'm tired of surviving. I want to start living." So I guess what does that
tough
mean? Like when you hear that, what do you interpret?
I just feel like when I hear that quote, that sounds like somebody that's going through financial troubles and
Yeah.
they living paycheck to paycheck, but
Mm-hmm.
they just want to be out here
It'll be free.
and see what they see like on Instagram and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, man, the struggle is what builds your character.
No,
Nah, I
for
do.
real.
Don't look at it, and then you gotta like if that's the case, that's what you're basing it on. It's like don't envy what somebody else got,
Yeah.
especially
Right.
on the internet because everything that you see ain't really
not real, yeah.
really it.
It's not
I
real.
can literally go.
Take a picture at somewhere and then not really be there.
Yeah, I can really go like rent this type of car, go get some good designer clothes, go to a nice spot, take my camera, get somebody click up some few pics of me and then post it. And you want to know what that person probably going back? He probably as soon as that he gonna return that car, go back home.
Nah.
And that's his Instagram post. That's his TikTok post. That's his YouTube video, whatever like that. So like, don't believe everything you see, and just wait for your time. Like your time gonna come.
Yeah, I think I want to follow up with that. So when I hear that, because I heard it and then I'm like, that's interesting. But then I started asking myself, well, what can you do or what are you doing to get out of that situation or to look for that progression? Because a lot of times it's easy to be like, I want to do something, or my time is coming, but we doing the same thing. And, I'm just of the mindset that if you continue to do the same thing, you're not going to get the results you want. So you got to switch something different up.
Facts.
When it comes to like, if you want to start living, and you got to figure out what does that mean for you? Does that mean, you don't want to be stressed out about bills? Does it mean you want to go out? All those things, I think, you got to kind of take into account or whatever the case is. So, again, I would just ask or just try to figure out like what are we doing different, in order to get out of that situation or whatever, and so you can actually start living.
Yeah.
Because remember I told you like with me, like I used to stress out about money, and I'm gonna tell you like even when money is coming in and you feel stable, you don't really live because then you're like because you're killing yourself to get the money. And then when you got it, like you're too tired to spend it or whatever the case is.
That's the crazy thing
So
about it.
you got to figure out what living means. Like with me now, I know like with me living is I know I have a goal Monday through Friday, and then on the weekend I'm gonna be living. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna do the things I want and things like that. But you just kind of got to balance it and figure out what living means for you. That's what I would say. What about you?
Living for me is peace, prosperity, and family. Like that's all I need for real right now. It's like I don't even want nothing big right now. I just want to be able to not stress about anything. Even though that's gonna come into our life, but I don't want to make it a big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like I'm really a family guy. I'm willing to do whatever anybody need me to do. You know what I mean? Well, if I'm uncomfortable with doing it, then I may have my disagreements. But for the most part, I really want to be one of the ones that help change the world for real.
And that's what's up.
Nah, that's real good. Yo, so we're going to switch things up a little bit, man, because we definitely want to make sure that we have good vibes. We don't want everything to be serious or everything like that. So we want to make sure the vibes is vibing. So early in the week, we shared this post. So we're going to read a couple of them. So the post said, okay, white people, ask black people a question you've always wanted to know. Yo, and it had me rolling, man.
Facts.
So I'm gonna let you read a couple of these, see what you got. Man, but these things are hilarious. Pick a good one.
All right, so the first one was, 'cause this happened in almost every black household. Somebody said, why do y'all let y'all smoke detectors beep for so long before changing the batteries? Like, yo, like, honestly, because my smoke detector was beeping for so long, but for some reason, I don't think black people be noticing it. I don't think we notice it like that. Beep. Like we don't really. I don't notice it until like I'll notice it at the most random time. I have to be like, cause it's one in my room, and I don't know how long it was beeping for. Okay, I really don't know how long it was beeping for, but it was just on a random day. It was like the house was like super quiet. And I was watching TV in the room. I usually don't never watch TV in the room unless it's like late at night. I think I was in there watching anime or something like that, and I just heard it. And like that's just one of them random times where it was like you really messing with my hearing right now. So that's when I changed it. But yeah, it's just one of them random things.
Yo, it's funny too. One that I saw on there too that had me geeking was because Spanish people, we do the same thing. So the light on top of the stove, that's what we use that as a night light too. So somebody said, what do you guys do when the bulb burn out? So I mean, obviously we replace it, but man, I don't know. I mean, bro, it's a staple. Like anytime at night, that thing's gonna be on. Look, that's a night light.
Black community too.
Yeah, the one on the stove.
Yeah.
So yeah, that thing's
what
always.
What you say?
It said so. So what do you since y'all leave it on? What do y'all do when the bulb burns out or whatever the case is? Replace it. Yeah, just replace the bulb.
Yo, realistically, let's say like that'll be one of the first light bulbs you replace versus replacing. Let's say you got a chandelier or something like that with multiple lights in it, and one go out. You'll replace the stove light before you place that light.
No, 100%. That's good. You going to Home Depot that day.
You leave out the house at night and go somewhere. You turn that light on, so when you get in the house, that's your only light.
That's your night light right there. So super. That's solid. That's solid. Yeah. But the comments was really.
Another one that I just seen was it said, and we can all elaborate on this. It says, "Why do y'all feel that everybody wants to come to the cookout?"
Ooh, that's a good one.
So I'll let y'all go first. I'll let you go.
Go ahead, Trey.
I say depending on who hosting it, it's for the food.
Yeah.
Who hosting it? It depends on who hosting it. It's for the food majority of the time. But I say for the like.
Bro, honestly, it's for the vibes, bro.
Yeah,
vibes. Yo, speaking going to black cookouts, bro. It's just the vibes, the music, the food,
vibes.
The environment. The joking. Like, bro, I had to get really witty.
You gonna see a cousin that you ain't seen in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So to sum that question up for Becky and that wrote that comment, shout out to you, Becky, with the good hair. But yeah, to sum it up, basically, it's a culture thing.
Yeah,
it's really just a culture thing. And when we say you're not invited to the cookout, we're saying like we don't want you in our like. Don't come to our culture.
If you gonna rock with the vibes, then
you're not. The way that you act is not allowed at all. When we say that, we saying like the way that you act as a person of a different ethnicity, like we don't want that over here. Like now, it is some white people out there that's invited to the cookout.
Yeah, they definitely come back to the cookout.
Some white people out there that's invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like when people usually say that, that's what they mean. Like, oh, like you doing too much like that, so you're not. Yeah, like. You ain't with it. Like, you ain't cool. You don't have no sweat. You ain't cool. You ain't got no sauce, blah, 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 like that. You can't come to the cookout. Mm-hmm. That's basically what we mean when we say that.
But I feel like if you not black, bro, like, that's the ultimate, like, sense of accomplishment when somebody be like, yo, you invited to the cookout.
It is.
Yo, for me, I don't feel like you got to be black to come to the cookout.
No, but I'm saying, like, that's the biggest sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, like,
if you're not black.
If you're a white person and there are black people like, yo, like, no way. He be like, you know what? I rock with you, dog. Like, you can come to the cookout.
Facts. That's like the stamp of approval right there.
Yeah, it's like a stamp of approval.
Yo, but one that had me dying was like, how come every time y'all start laughing, y'all take off running? I was like, yo, you right, bro, because I did, yo.
It just be that.
It's funny, bro. You gotta run it off.
And we don't want to embarrass nobody either.
Yeah, definitely. That one had me. It had me weak. Yeah, so That's just some of them, bro. Definitely, it was a lot more in there. We'd be here for hours because I know
Yeah.
I read that thing for like 2 hours.
Another
So.
thing, bro, like you said with the going back to the cookout thing, like I seen somebody in the comments was like, "Well, can I come to the cookout? I know to not put raisins in the potato salad."
Yeah.
We not
So
doing
like,
that.
I really do feel like them questions up there, like they are them questions up there. What they was asking is like dad spot on.
No, for real.
They was like spot on.
And but they got the answers, bro. So I feel like for a little bit of people are more informed nowadays. So, but what's crazy too? I was talking to some of my coworkers, cause two of my guys, man, they're really good with like they do like the smoking and grilling and stuff like that. So, but I didn't realize because I never told nobody I did this because I'm like, people gonna think I'm weird. But like when I'm grilling and stuff like that, bro, I even season the charcoal. See, and like I was like, I ain't gonna tell nobody that because I'm like, they gonna think I'm weird. But I was talking to them and they was like, nah, we season our charcoal too. I'm like,
I never season. Oh, you can go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I knew all three of us had some type of cooking in us.
Hey, definitely.
So I never season
a charcoal.
I never season charcoal, but like if I use charcoal, I'm definitely gonna buy like the hickory sticks and stuff like that. I do love like that hickory smell and that hickory taste on the food. So yeah,
I'm not really a fan of charcoal,
bro. I do it and like some of my because they smoke stuff too, like smoke like and they're like
I don't use as of the past few years, I don't use charcoal. I use the gas now.
I
he forgot where he came from, man. I'm still gonna use the charcoal.
I ain't a fan of the charcoal.
Cause like me, bro. I hate like
cleaning that up.
No, not even that. It's
What's
just
the
that
flavor.
You would know. Like I always have to be on the grill.
No, that's fine.
So it's like, all right, we about to turn this. Well, I got my pops grill. I either use my grill, which is gas, or either my pops grill, which is gas. And I'm like, we about to get through this.
No doubt.
We can are we gonna still season it up real good for y'all? Or we gonna get through this because I'm trying to enjoy myself.
I ain't gonna hold you though. Anytime he on the grill, bro, he got the craziest face, bro, because he don't want to be on the grill.
I don't.
Every time I see you be like. you cooking the food, bro, I be weak,
especially
bro.
in the summertime,
yeah,
especially when it's hot.
It, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, so let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. What trumps what? So is a cookout or a fish fry? What you guys? What's the one?
I'm like a seafood person.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, although cookouts are great and they have like more of a variety. Like when you talking about fish, you talking about seafood, right?
Yeah,
seafood,
like
seafood, right? So like me personally, I'll take seafood over a bunch of food. A bunch of food. Like I'll take seafood over. I hate to say this, bro, but like being that growing up black and growing up like soul food so much. Like I really became like seafood over soul food. Like seafood, fried, even if it's fried, if it's seafood fried, not fried, whatever. Seafood to me. Like I love seafood.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, facts.
So, I'll do a fish fry any day.
I was just always curious because I'm like, what's
baked fish?
Yeah, seafood is definitely the vibes.
Steamed crabs, fried crabs, snow crabs, lobsters. It don't matter. Scallops.
Nah, 100%.
All of that.
Nah, that's solid, bro. That's solid. Yeah, I was just always curious about that. I'm like, what? I wonder what's more important.
Tell my mama, man. See, my mama got some.
What catfish?
Hey, speaking of which,
straight out of Greece.
We got remember I told you that fishing trip? We gotta bring Pooch too.
Oh yeah.
Cause you definitely know we about to put
I need
my
to get
boy
a fish. Well, I know where I
cook
can
some
get a
fish.
fishing pole from.
Definitely.
Yeah, I graduated. I don't use
Willie
poles
B
no
got.
more. They use straight reels.
Willie B got like 10 of.
Yeah.
They use straight reels now.
Yeah. So going back into one of the topics that we put on there, male friendships versus female friendships. Why male friendships last longer?
Okay, so I put this up there because, like I said, I'll be reacting to stuff in the morning on stream and stuff like that. So like I came across this video and I was like, I got a little bit of time, so it's time for me to play the game. So I'm gonna react to it just to like waste some time till my dog get on the game. So it was like these 5 girls, and they was friends, and they took a lie detector test. And it was like from being good friends, it was like some shady stuff in there.
Oh,
Like, and the lie detector test, like, it's not gonna lie. Like,
yeah.
and then like they had to say like they answered the question and it was a lie, then they had to tell they wanted an explanation on like why you felt that way or whatever like that. Like one of the questions was like, do you still have animosity towards anybody in the group? And the girl who was like, from what I gathered, she's like the main friend,
Okay.
and then everybody else became friends because of her. So it was like her and this other girl, they was friends since middle school, but it was like a cyberbullying thing. Like the girl that was her friend, she basically was like a follower in school. She was cool with her, but she had this other set of friends that didn't like that girl, so she tagged along with them. But they ended up still being friends on my one Candy on Miss. But she still felt some type of way about that. And before I even watched the video, I was like, I gave this perspective on it. I was like, guys can get through so much more than females. And I seen it growing up. Like me and one of my friends or whatever like that, y'all, whoever it is, G2, anybody like that. For example, me and Chico used to fight all the time growing up. It's still my dog. That's still my brother to this day.
Yeah.
Like, we still locked in. Like, nothing ever changed.
Or
But you can have females on the other hand. You know how females will
they hold their grudge, bro.
yeah, and then they get cool with somebody.
Yeah.
And then you be like, dang, when they get cool? And then like a month later, they beefing.
Yeah.
And that's just always been like that. I was like, that's why I really didn't like my girl to hang around with people where I'm like girls where I'm from.
Right.
Because I seen it happen so much. Now I'm glad she got her own set of friends now, and I like all her friends. But that's what it be. It'd be like on some jealousy stuff, and I just never wanted that for her.
Yeah.
Especially like with the, not saying that all the women where I'm from are like that, but
Yeah.
like growing up, that's what I seen. Like 2 girls will be friends, and then they not. Mind you, I'm still friends with the same people I grew up with to this day.
Yeah.
So that's why I just feel like men friendships last way longer than females, and men can become friends faster with other men than females can with other females.
No, that's 100% true. Cause I'm like at work, you know, I got 3 of my coworkers. Yo, we locked in. Like we was all together this morning. We went to the gun range and stuff. And I was just like, there's no backstory. We just became friends because we at work and stuff like that. And now it's like we hang out, but we don't even be talking about work like that.
Yeah.
It comes up or whatever, but like yo, I drove all the way over there just to chill with them and stuff like that. No backstory, bro. Literally no backstory. We just started working together. We got cool, and now we talk every day. We locked in. So shout out to my guys, man. But now you're right, because with females, it's like, yeah, you definitely depending on what you got, but. Yeah, but I think it all comes down like to jealousy and stuff like that. But I think too, it just like depends on the people you surround yourself with. Because I'm gonna tell you, like when I was younger, I probably didn't make the best decisions in all scenarios when it came to like picking like my friends and stuff like that. But now I feel like I got the right set of people around me, because not only do they hold me accountable, they don't get mad when I hold them accountable either. So it's kind of like, all right, cool. These are people I need to be around. You know what I'm saying? So. So that's what I got. But then that's a solid point, man.
Facts.
I gotta do better.
What about you? Feel the same way or?
Yeah, I pretty much feel the same way. I feel like not trying to be like.
Speak your mind, man.
Crazy.
Just talk your talk, bro.
But I do feel like females get a lot jealous faster than men do. Like, as far as keeping up with them, their peers.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like they get a little jealous sooner than we do. So it's like when a certain situation come up, it's like we cool with it. We ain't really tripping. It's like the females there. Well, some females. I ain't gonna speak for all the females, but some, yeah, they get jealous a whole lot faster than the others.
I feel like they mix friend groups a lot too.
Yeah,
Like-
and it depends on your peers too.
So like it's like going in on a jealousy thing. Like you can have like I said, like you can have like me. Let's say like let's just break it down. Like you can have somebody like me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who've been friends with you forever,
Mm-hmm.
and then I bring Trey along, right? But who's to say that you and Trey don't hit it off
Mm-hmm.
or whatever like that? So then what happened is you might speak ill of him to me, and I don't want to cause no friction. But then he may not feel the same way about you, and he may speak ill to me about you. Not saying that we would do that, because I'm pretty sure we would never do that.
No.
But
But
just
I see
speaking
where
on
you
like
come
how
from.
females are.
Yeah.
So then you got me and you who've been friends longer. If something comes to it, the female gonna side with who she been friends longer.
I don't feel no way about that.
Feel me?
That makes sense.
Versus
'Cause I don't feel no
being
way
the
about
person
that.
that'd be like, hey, like we need to, like, what is it? Like, what's the problem
Yeah.
or whatever. But that's also comes with like mixing friend groups. I don't really mix too many of my friend groups. Like y'all know everybody I hang out with.
Yeah.
Besides the people that I met at the shipyard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
people
really
you
know
work
them. I
with.
mean, I think you seen them at the wedding, but you don't really know them like that. So, like, I'll still go do stuff with them, and then I'll still do like podcasts with you, or if we do make plans, go do something.
Yeah.
We need to go to Hot Pot again too. I missed that place
Yeah, that was
already.
that was a good spot.
I never been.
That's a good spot, bro.
We need to
Which
go.
I wanted. That's what I
never
wanted to talk
been.
about in the next segment. We're gonna talk about that. Let's get into it, bro. So my next segment was gonna be. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Nah,
or
you
anything
good.
like
You
that.
good. Do your
But
thing.
my next segment was gonna be, because we always talking about serious stuff like that. Let's talk about vibes. Let's talk about what we like, food. Because definitely got. I'm always repping for the big boys and stuff like that. So Hot Pot was that was the first time you went when we
Yeah, that
went?
was my first time I went.
So for
and
any
you
new
know-
viewer, what did you think about? I guess what were your expectations, or what was your preconceived thoughts, and then what was reality when you got there?
So like for me anyway, I'm pretty sure I would have enjoyed it anyway, just because of like anime and watching Japanese shows, and I see them do it all the time and stuff like that. So it's always something I wanted to try. But like going there, like once I seen like, okay, they bring out the soup or whatever like
Yep.
that you choose your soup, they bring out the soup. And once I seen that you gotta make your own stuff, it was GG's from there.
Yeah, my boy was saucing it up in there. bro.
I'm gonna season that thing. No pause. But I'm gonna put the seasoning up there and everything like that. So
Yeah.
I loved that, especially like doing everything yourself right there. Like I loved it for real. So
Yeah.
like it was like I said, my first time going when we went with our families and stuff like that. So that was just like a great experience for me that I always wanted to do. But just it's because like I'm in Wakefield, and it's like really like you gotta go hour this way, hour
I
that way
know.
type thing.
Yeah.
To
So
really
it's
get
like-
some real good food.
Yeah, so it's like going there and finally doing it is like, yeah, I want to go back. So yeah,
That's what's up, bro.
what you think about
That's-
it? Well, you've been multiple times.
Well, so my brother put me onto Hot Pot because it never crossed my mind.
Shout out
till
to
I-
Angel.
Shout out to my brother, man. But yeah, so he took me the first time, and I had no expectation because I'm like, let me see what this is about. But then when I started looking at the menu and just kind of looking at the variety they have and stuff like that, and I'm big into seafood, so they have all type of seafood options and stuff like that, and I'm like, but then like I eat keto. Right, so like seeing that you can kind of mix and match everything, and then like you said, season up your own stuff. Bro, it's like now it's like the wintertime. I like going there at least a few times a month just because you get a nice soup or whatever, and it's good. But I loved it, man. And when I went with you, I was like, yo, because we had never been to that spot because that had just
Oh
opened.
yeah, you said it just
It
open.
had just opened, and but it was pretty good overall, man. Definitely 10 out of 10 for me.
And
Have
said
you ever had Hot Pot?
He said he never been.
Never been.
So we
never
gonna
been.
set up. We gonna set something up. We gonna go.
Yeah.
Yes,
go.
like
Either we can
anything-
bring our girls or we can just go.
Yeah,
We can
facts.
go.
Cause like I said, I like to cook, so
Yeah.
What's your you like to cook? What's your go to? Like what What like if somebody you was about to invite somebody over and it's on you to cook dinner? Like what's your specialty? What you known for?
It's a lot, bro.
Nah, like but what's that one dish that you like? Yo, I'm not gonna
Like,
miss
what's
with
your
this.
dish? Yeah, that
You're
you
not
ain't
gonna
gonna
miss.
miss with.
I say the Alfredo. It don't matter if it's chicken.
We got
shrimp,
another Alfredo Alfredo maker over here. You making
chicken,
sauce?
shrimp, sausages, Cajun. It don't matter.
You make the sauce homemade?
I can, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I don't eat pasta like.
I don't even.
Egg fouillon.
Yeah, I eat egg fouillon. Yeah, his egg fouillon. Good.
You ever had egg fouillon?
From the Chinese spot,
Yeah.
but nah.
He eat
Homemade.
I gotta try that out.
Egg. I mean, it's a lot, bro. I don't really got no. Whatever you want me to make.
You're nice in the kitchen. What about you, bro? What's your
What's
go-to?
culinary in high school? So
For one, I don't like cooking for other people because I don't like cooking myself. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I like cooking, but when it's something that I want to cook,
I got
or
you.
when
Yeah.
it's something that I want to try that I've seen.
Yeah.
But like my go-to is like the salmon rolls.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So I saw this dude on TikTok make it, and he do
Stupid
voiceover
crazy.
for it. I think his name Nim made it or something like that.
Mm.
But you probably seen it. He be like, excuse my language. He be like, so this is how the bitch went.
Oh yeah.
So this was like a minute ago when I
Okay,
seen it.
yeah.
I still will make like whenever I eat something, I
I
still
say
will do
the
it this way.
seafood boils too. I know they ain't. I know that's something slight, but
Yeah.
the seafood boils be crazy.
I be making seafood boils sometimes.
Yeah.
But like you take
Yeah.
you season salmon or you skin it, season salmon or whatever like that. But like I take cream cheese and I may put some peppers or something in it, or I may just like season it up and then I spread it across like the salmon and then I roll it up and then I cut it so it'll look like a cinnamon roll kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if I was to like cook for somebody to come around, be like, yo, I'm coming over, you can cook or whatever. It was like a dinner type thing. Now I would cook that and do a little cheese sauce on the side or something like that, mashed potato or something like that. But like you said, like I'm a big seafood person.
Yeah.
I also like making stuffed Cajun chicken breast too.
Dope.
But if I see it and I want to try it, then I'll go to the store, get the stuff for it, and I'll cook. But other than that, I don't like cooking.
I love cooking, but
I can cook, but I don't like.
You don't
cooking.
like
That be
cooking?
the problem.
Just talking
You know
about
what- you know
is
what it
crazy
is?
work.
I don't like the cleanup. I don't mind the cooking. It's the cleanup that I don't like.
So you gotta clean while you cook.
No,
I don't clean while I cook.
I don't either.
I'll make
So
sure.
that way
I'll make
while
sure
you-
it's. I'll make sure. My fault. I'll
It's
make
neat
sure.
enough.
I'll make sure it's straight.
Yeah.
But then you'll have Tierra who come across and be like, "Dang, you sure made a mess with that seasoning?" I'm like, yo, do you want to eat?
Yo, y'all gotta stop discouraging us in the kitchen,
I'll
man.
be like, yo,
'cause
do
we
you want to do
definitely-
this?
Yeah.
And then they already like since a youngin, my mom hated when I wash dishes because I feel like every piece of dish in that sink needs his own dish detergent.
Nah, facts. Nah, facts. You go through
Like,
half
I
a
know
bottle
some
in one
people-
wash.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like half a bottle. Like if I wash dishes 2 days in a row, bro, like that whole bottle.
Yeah,
gone.
no, same.
I mean
bro.
like a big bottle. It's
Yo,
gone.
That's how I wash my dishes too.
You know what's crazy? I got a dishwasher. I don't even use it. I rather wash it by
I
hand.
use my dishwasher.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Yo, but let me tell y'all my go-tos, bro. This is gonna be
That's gonna be something crazy.
no, it's cause y'all gonna expect it because I'm Spanish. It's gonna be tacos, bro. Like I ain't never gonna miss with tacos.
Look, Taco Tuesday. That's been a thing
Yo,
for us.
I ain't gonna miss with tacos, bro. That's the thing. But not like the Taco Bell style tacos, but I'm talking about
Yeah.
like actual tacos and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I ain't gonna miss with that. And then the second thing, it's a seafood dish, but it's in Spanish. It's called ceviche. Look it up.
What's in it?
You got basic ingredients. So it's shrimp, but you marinate the shrimp in like lime juice or whatever. So you don't cook it. You marinate it, and the acidic properties cooks the shrimp. Then you got tomatoes, cilantro, onion, and then some people put celery in it. I don't. I just like basic ingredients like that, and then I season it up with some of the stuff. I ain't gonna tell you all the secrets, because then I don't want nobody taking my recipes out there. But it's real good. And it's like a dish that you do in the summer. So it's like more of a cooler dish because you eat it cold.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the ceviches like anybody that knows me, bro, like ceviches is my thing, bro. Like I love seafood.
I love going to like Spanish restaurants now.
Yeah.
Like any type of Spanish Mexican restaurant, what I'm there. Like that's been one of my things outside of hibachi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been enjoying everything they be having on the menu now.
Yo, but you know what's crazy? I think for me too, like I get so repetitive where I start eating like the same things kind of
stuff,
over and over.
yeah.
So I recently, I was telling one of my boys that I want to start making a list about on the things that I want to try that I haven't tried and try to knock one off the list slowly. And just to have options so we don't get repetitive. So I'm gonna start with you. What is a dish that you have not ate that you want to try in the near future?
Ate or cooked?
No, ate.
Ate.
Yeah. Like something that you want to try in the near future. You don't.
I done tried a lot. Well, it sounds country as hell. I want to try frog legs.
Frog legs? You never had frog legs?
No, they say it tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
So I want to try it. They told me the portobello mushrooms taste like chicken. They damn shows taste like chicken. No, for real. They taste like chicken. Like if you were to go to vegan, you could survive.
Nah, fact. What about you, bro? Is nothing that you wanna taste?
I can't really say. Excuse me. I can't really say.
Like from a different culture, like is it?
That's what I said. I can't really say.
Okay.
I would have to see it.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I want to try that.
I got you.
But
low key, I feel like you always been kind of picky with food though.
I haven't though. Like I'm gonna tell you, it's only two things I don't. I don't eat lasagna. I don't eat macaroni and cheese.
What?
I don't eat macaroni and cheese.
I never knew that.
I knew that.
So let me for all the people who out there who about to be like, oh, take his black card or whatever like that. So I tried switching over to the macaroni and cheese side because I do a bunch of weddings, and at weddings they for sure gonna have macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
So Tierra ain't like macaroni and cheese at first either. We was like, they put it on our plate by mistake at a wedding, so we was like, all right, we gonna try it. Now I'm not gonna say that I hate macaroni and cheese no more. I just dislike it. You feel me? Cause it was okay. I just don't like the noodles. I'm not a fan of pasta. Like I eat spaghetti.
Yeah.
I put sugar in it.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
we gotta talk about that.
But I don't like pasta and stuff like that. So like, like when he used to make Alfredo, I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
Or whatever like that. I just didn't like Alfredo.
So
I don't like pasta like that.
the sugar in the spaghetti, is that like
That's crazy.
is that like a because I never heard of people putting sugar in spaghetti.
Boy,
I'm
that's
a
thing.
crush sugar. I'm gonna tell you what the sugar do, right? So like when you put the spaghetti on your plate, you got the spaghetti, you got the sauce, you got the meat in the spaghetti or whatever like that, right?
You know, I realize I'm looking at you crazy because like okay.
So like, all right, so to me, one, it makes it sweeter. I like sweet stuff.
Okay.
So but I don't eat a lot of sugary stuff like that no more.
Right.
Like I'll have moments, I'll go a long time without eating sugary stuff, but then I'll like splurge like in a day.
Yeah.
So, but for me, for spaghetti, when I do eat spaghetti, I put sugar in it. It gives me that sugar that I've been craving that I try to stay away from.
Okay.
You feel me? But what it does, if you ever do it right, you'll notice like the sauce on the plate.
The tomato sauce.
It'll look like it's gaining. It's like more. Like once you put the sugar in it, it's like more. It's like
so it coats everything a lot better.
It coats everything a lot better, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like,
sure.
don't get me wrong. I can still eat somebody's spaghetti with the cheese on top and all that or whatever like that. If they make it that way, but if I'm at home or whatever, and you bring me a plate of spaghetti, I'm for sure putting sugar in it.
Sugar in it. Yeah, that's how I was raised.
All black people don't do it.
Okay.
No. Some black people put it
don't
in there.
care for it.
Some black people put it in there as they're making it.
Okay.
But me, I'm like, Tiara can put some sugar on mine before she brings my plate, and I eat it. I'll be like, yeah, I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more.
Okay.
Pour my sugar in it. I'm tasting it. That's cool.
Yo, so
making sure it got the right amount of sweetness that we want. Okay.
Facts.
So let me ask you
don't
this.
mind, but for me, that's just how I was raised.
You like
hella sugar.
So I know for some Spanish people, I don't know if you guys do this, but for some Spanish people, we well not we they Cause I love my fruit natural, like the way it is. But they put salt like on watermelon,
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
and they put salt like on. Yeah, I don't like it like that either.
I like fruit to come the way it is.
Yeah, me too. Facts. So I was just wondering because like I know like a lot of Spanish people do like we famous for salt and lemon. Like, we'll put salt and lemon on everything, and we call
I
lime.
like sugar and strawberries.
Yeah, I used to do that, bro.
Yeah,
I used to do that.
That's not the only thing.
Yeah.
You said lime?
Lime, so we call lime lemon. I don't know why, but like every time you be like, oh, get some limons. I'm like, limon is lemon. And I'm like, I got the yellow ones by mistake, and then because I was supposed to get the green ones. My grandma was like, no, the green ones. That's limons. I'm like, oh, okay. So green ones, the limes are limons for us too.
So what they call lemons?
Yellow lemons.
So get the yellow limon.
Yeah.
Or get the green limon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel it. I feel it. Cause I used to
never
think
knew that though.
I used to think a lime and a lemon was the same, but they were just different colors. Cause you know you
Yeah,
got different
facts,
color
bro.
apples.
Yeah.
So I used to think it was like that. So I get it.
They're both citrus.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
get it.
mean? So,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
Yo, Amelia would eat a lemon, bro.
She don't face
That's
don't
how-
change.
That's
Love.
I open her because like usually the only time we get like lemons is like when I do salmon or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I looked in the fridge. I was like, I know I ain't about it. She was like, I was like, why you got like 2 lemons in here? She was like, Amelia eat them. I was like a lemon?
That's
She was
crazy.
like,
That's
yeah.
how Jay was. What we gave him his first slice of lemon. He ain't make no face at all. Like
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
going crazy. I'm like, where did this baby come from?
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, that's super good, man. We had about a minute and an hour and 11 minutes. So just to kind of start wrapping
That
up,
was
bro.
the last topic?
Nah, I mean I think we got one more. Let me double check. It says why getting your life together feels impossible sometimes. But I think that kind of
I feel like that was what the strive,
Yeah,
like,
that kinda-
surviving thing.
yeah.
So yeah.
100%. So let's get into it.
So now it's time for me. You feel me? Hey, I'm not gonna talk about too many. I'm gonna talk about 2 animes that I just got into this upcoming week. So first one is T-Bait. The beginning after the end. I got mixed feelings about it because it's very repetitive from Jobless Reincarnation. And I love Jobless Reincarnation.
Okay.
So it's basically starting off the same way. So I'm like, I feel like I'm watching a rerun, kind of. But I'm going to give it a chance because people say it's supposed to be good.
Okay.
So that's an anime for y'all to check out. The beginning after the end. I think it's like 3-4 episodes in. I haven't read the manga. I see people in the comments talk about the manga and they say it's like that. But yeah, that's a good anime for y'all to check out. Basically, just a little backstory on it. Basically, it's like an isekai. A guy, he had this prior life. Then he got reincarnated. I think he died. He got reincarnated into this new world with magic. From what I've seen, he's gonna be like he's gonna be like one of them powerful magic users or whatever. But I don't really know too much after that because I'm watching it as the anime go.
So this is a brand new one. That just
Yeah, that's
came
a
out.
brand new one, but it really follows the lines of Jobless Reincarnation. And Jobless Reincarnation is like one of my favorite animes right now. So we gonna see where that goes. The other one, 2B Hero X. So 2B Hero X, I really feel like it's gonna be good. I'm rocking with Ling Ling, the main character right now. So basically a little backstory on that one. He was like this ad person. He created ads for like superheroes and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, all right, let's go back a little bit more. So, you got heroes. The heroes are basically created by the fans. The more fans you got, the stronger you are.
Oh.
So, this dude, he created advertisements
That sound fire.
for heroes. Yeah, that's why I was like, this is probably something he gonna like.
That sound fire.
Yeah, dude, though. Cause
yeah.
you got me on Hunter.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like 2B Hero X, I
So-
feel like gonna be good.
So like, all right, without spoiling too much, but I want to get into it. But so, are they human heroes?
They're human.
Okay.
They human.
And then they just get their powers based off.
Like, all right, so it's this one girl. Let me get to that. All right, hold on. So basically, this guy, he did advertisement. It's like they regular humans.
Okay.
He did advertisement and stuff like that. He created this ad called basically saying anybody could be a hero.
Okay.
You know, you get fans and stuff like that, you can be a hero. Now they got agencies and stuff that they can sign to. A lot of people, they pull stunts and stuff to get people on their side.
Okay.
Get they,
It's like a social
Kind of like My Hero.
Kind of like my hero. They got a top 10
top
and
10.
whatever like that.
You.
They got a top 10 heroes. So Ling Ling, he was like this regular dude. Basically I think he got fired from his job. He was on the top of a building about to jump.
Dang.
This hero, Nice, that's started gaining popularity and stuff like that. I guess he was fed up with his life. So he walked past Ling Ling on the roof and just jumped down.
Okay.
Like jumped off, committed, don't really want to say that word.
Yeah.
So he jumped off the building and died or whatever. So the dude, Ling Ling, he looked exactly like Nice, except Nice was like pale looking with white hair, whatever like that, superhero style type thing.
Okay.
So they turned Ling Ling into him. The girl that he wrote an ad for ended up being his hero girlfriend.
Oh, man.
But the whole time she was really like, she had this ability where like, okay, so she started as a human where she just wanted to travel the world.
Mm-hmm.
Want to go different places, vlog it, like one of people do like that. Mm-hmm. And the fans loved it. The fans basically loved her more being with Nice. So the fans always wanted her to be with Nice. So she couldn't teleport to where she wanted to no more. Every time she tried to use her teleportation gun, it went straight to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the fans.
So let me ask you.
So the fans can empower you. And
That almost sounds like Instagram followers, social media followers. That's fire. That's a new concept. Actually, that's pretty fire.
What you call?
It's called To Be Hero X. You can watch it on Crunchyroll.
All right, let me ask you this: do they get to pick their own powers, or do they just kind of? How did that work?
I think it's like, cause they had a boxer dude whose superpowers like he go with his hands and stuff like that. Okay. So I think it's like kind of like based off
like characteristics.
Like what you do and stuff like that. From what I'm gathering so far. Okay. I haven't read the manga, but
now you got me.
If I really like the anime, then I really like the anime, then I'll go read the manga. Okay. So this is probably something that I'm going to lean towards reading the manga. Manga, I think it's a manga. Manga or manga, same difference. Yeah. But I love it because like, all right, so they turned Ling Ling into Nice because they look exactly the same. Okay. But they put like the girl, she wanted out. Like he was really like Ling Ling himself was in love with her. Like before they even became like fake boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay. Because he wrote ads for her. He basically knew everything about her and stuff like that. He even knew like how many commercials she'd been in.
That's crazy.
Because this one evil dude, he trying to like discredit Nice. Like show everybody he's a fake, like he hate fake heroes and stuff like that. Gotcha. So like he figured out that Ling Ling is like the new Nice.
That's solid, bro. I want to watch that.
But where I really love it at is that they already did it, the whole him being the new Nice. So now he's him. Like this last episode that they put out was like that. Like story wise, like
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Y'all know
we definitely gonna check it out.
You know, I said I love an anime with a good story. Yeah. Like story wise, it's like that, and the animation is good too. So like, being that Solo Leveling is gone off, and all the other animes that we was watching before is gone off now. Like 2B Hero X is like one. 2B Hero X and the beginning of the end is like two animes y'all should definitely check out. But definitely check out 2B Hero X. I think like
I'm checking it out.
Anybody would like that.
No, I'm checking it out. The story
is like that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Angel already checked it out.
He probably did. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. No, that's solid, bro. Yeah. So now we're gonna recap on that on the next episode. I'm gonna check it out, bro. Definitely, you got my commitment.
Like this is the best time to watch it now because it's only like 3-4 episodes.
Yeah, that's perfect. Because I be feeling so overwhelmed when you like, yo, go check this out, and there's like a whole
like 5 seasons, 7
I'm
seasons.
like, I'm never catching up.
I got a lot to catch up with.
So. Okay, so I also decided to start my One Piece journey. I'm starting it back from where I left off, which was the Skypiea arc. So if y'all know that, then y'all know that was like, I still have like at least 800 something episodes or maybe more to go. So I'm going to start there. But animes are not long to watch, bro. Like, it's literally like
What, 20-minute episodes?
maybe like
20,
18 to 20 minutes an episode.
Yeah.
Cause you got like when they first come on, like most animes,
I know them intros be long.
yeah. So like the intros be like like the anime come on and show the intros right away. You can skip around to like 3 minute, 4 minute mark. Most animes are like 23 minutes long, or whatever. Let's say it's like 30 minutes.
Okay.
7 to 10 of those minutes is gonna be either a recap, the intro, and the outro.
Got it.
So you really only watching 20 minutes of a show.
Makes sense. Yeah.
24 to 60, that's 3 shows in 1 hour. So you do that, and you have time, like, let's say you watching a whole movie or something. Movie could be like
90
an
minutes.
hour, 90
Yeah.
minutes, an hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So you watching, what, like 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, no, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 10, like, like 10 episodes in like an hour and a half.
Yo, shout out to you, bro. You did the
Something
math and everything, bro.
Something
Making
like that. Something like that.
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Ain't in my mouth now right now, but it's something like that.
I got that.
Cause like, yeah, I can get on to it, but yeah, something like that. So like, you basically watching like half a season for real, in like no time.
Yeah,
like
nah.
at least 3 hours at least.
Nah, not when you put it that way, bro. It definitely it makes it a little bit more.
Now, I ain't
manageable.
telling you I'll go out there and be like, yeah, I'm about to watch One Piece.
Nah, that's
Like
a long.
not like One Piece is probably a
or
great.
Naruto, because they got like a lot.
Naruto
of
long too. Like
Yeah.
I didn't watch Naruto. I didn't binge Naruto. I watched Naruto as it was going on. So I can't go out there and be like, yo, y'all should definitely watch One Piece, which is like 1,000+ episodes. I want like if that's something that you want to get into, then do it. I just know I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get into it. But that was my 2 anime recommendations for this week.
That's solid, bro. That's solid. Definitely check it out.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm gonna get into something real quick.
Speaking
so,
of One Piece, I don't know y'all can see it, but you know I got the Luffy shorts
Luffy's,
on.
yeah,
You feel me?
they fire. They are fire. Yo, so one of the things, so on the last episode, I talked about like when I got into like firearms and stuff like that. Nobody really has ever known that I've been into firearms, but I have. So, people were just like hitting me up, like, "Yo, bro, what do you recommend for my first gun and stuff like that?" I know we were just talking about it, before. So I always say this: if you can, go to a range and rent out a few guns to see what feels comfortable for you. So, cause like I know we could like we get tied up in names, like everybody like knows Glock, everybody knows like Smith and Wesson, all that, but really just want to what you feel comfortable with. Cause you know they kind of all different shapes and sizes. They got carry, full size, anything you could think of. It's like Legos, bro. Guns is like Legos. So I always say definitely learn about gun safety first and foremost. And then go to a range and start looking at a couple different options to see what it is that you like, and then determine what you want to use it for. Is it for home defense? Is it for carry? Is it for competitive shooting? I mean, whatever it is that you decide to do, but just do it responsibly. Make sure you lock it up, you keep it safe, keep it away from the kids, all that. But and if you guys want some recommendations on some of the stuff that I've learned, definitely let us know, because I could definitely get into that, because I could talk about that for just like you talk about anime. I could talk about that stuff too for like a long time. So, but I would just say that, man. So, I mean, what else we got?
I guess tell everybody like where they can find your music and stuff like that.
You can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube Music, everything. Tajuan, Tajuan. My Instagram is _Tajuan. Twitter is _Tajuan. Facebook DeAndre Finner. I'm not afraid to say my real name. I try to be as transparent as I can to my following and my supporters. So you can follow me on DeAndre Finner on Facebook. It's _Tajuan on Instagram and Twitter.
Yo, are you selling beats and doing like studio time and everything?
I sell beats. I do recording sessions. I do the whole package.
There it is. So if you guys want to record, get in the booth, definitely hit him up. We'll definitely try to tag it in the description. That way you can hit him up, man. And I've heard some of the music and it's good quality. So I'll be the first one to tell you, like, if you're looking for that, you might want to hit him up. So that's all I got. Cool.
Appreciate it.
Any closing remarks? Nah, I'm cool, man.
I'm good, man.
Y'all know what I always say, man. Get money,
you for having
drink.
me.
No, absolutely,
no
bro.
problem,
Thank you for
dog.
coming.
Thank you for coming, dog. I appreciate
Look at us
that.
being
Might be
real.
a
We're not
u-
used to guests, bro.
Look, I might be a
we not
usual.
used to guests.
Yeah, so like, you know,
I
that's
think
why.
you're our second guest because we had
Yeah.
Jericho.
But you know, we're gonna start having some more people
Yeah.
up here. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But y'all know what I always say, man. Get money, drink water, and watch more anime.
God bless. Peace.
God bless.